125 years ago, right here in New Haven, Connecticut, one of the country's most iconic foods was invented. And you can still try that exact sandwich. All these years later, Louis' Lunch uses these same ingredients, these same techniques, and even the exact same broilers. Today we're trying the world's first hamburger. I am so excited for this. To be honest, we've heard somewhat mixed reviews about the burgers, but I mean, how many things can you try that haven't changed in over 100 years? It's crazy to think just how many burgers we've had, and they all are thanks to this place.
All the iconic steakhouses we've been to are decades older, and none of them came up with this. I mean, Delmonico's invented like a dozen dishes. The fact that they lit ice cream on fire like 20 years before the burger was invented is insane. It smells so good out here. Let's go try Louis' Lunch.
Louis' Lunch was started by Danish immigrant Louis Lassen in 1895. It began as a wooden lunch wagon where Louis would sell various foods including broiled hamburger steaks served with vegetables and potatoes to local factory workers. The legend goes that in 1900 a customer ran in and asked Louis to slap a meat puck between two planks to eat on the go. So he broiled a hamburger steak made with his own blend of ground steak trimmings and placed it between two slices of toast. The rest, as they say, is history.
There are a few other claims, but the most notable comes from Hamburg, New York, actually. Brothers Frank and Charles Mencius were operating a booth at the 1885 Erie County Fair when they ran out of pork for their sausage sandwiches, and they switched to using a blend of ground beef instead. They named their creation after the town where it was invented, and the hamburger was born.
Regardless, Louis' Lunch is the place that popularized the hamburger and remains the oldest continuously operated hamburger restaurant in the country. It's also still run by the Lassens, with Louis' great-grandson Jeff now in charge. In 2000, Jeff's father Ken helped get the restaurant recognized by the Library of Congress as the creator of the hamburger.
There have been just a few changes over its 130-year history. Louis had been operating from his wagon until 1917 when he moved into this very building. In 1950, Louis' grandson Ken added the option to get cheese on your burger. And in 1975, the restaurant was set to be demolished for a new development. So it was lifted up and moved a few blocks away to its current location. Otherwise, nothing has changed. They have even used the same broilers since 1898 and toaster since 1929.
Actually, funny enough, they weren't using their original toaster when we were there. The original uses a chain that we learned has broken on a few occasions over the years and could take a couple of weeks to fix. These broilers, though, have been in operation since day one and have never gone down.
The menu is super simple. They've got hamburgers, potato salad, potato chips, pie, and that's it. The toast is strictly made with Pepperidge Farm white bread, and all of the burgers are cooked medium rare. As far as toppings go, you can get cheese, onions, and tomatoes, but absolutely no condiments. Their opposition to ketchup is so well known that in 2024, Heinz put a ketchup dispenser outside the store as part of an ad campaign.
The Ambiance is as stuck in time as their burger recipe. Just about everything is original, inside and out. It's this cute little red brick building with vibrant red shutters. I love the painted on sign and old gas lamp out front. Stepping inside feels like entering a living piece of history, and that's half the fun in coming here. Every inch of wood has had names carved in it for decades. There are Tiffany-style lamps and a whole lot of no ketchup signs. There are a few tables as well as these super cool one-person booths. It's a pretty small space, and the burgers take a lot longer to cook than your typical fast food spot. So if you come on a weekend, you might have a bit of trouble finding a spot to sit. But being able to take it on the go was the whole point of the invention of the burger in the first place. Plus, the nice thing about having to wait is you get to watch what has to be one of the most unique burger cooking methods in the entire world.
Morning. Can I do a hamburger, a cheeseburger, both with tomatoes and onions, 1 potato salad, and 1 slice of pie.
So we really wanted to sit in one of those cool booths and talk about the food in there, but there are a lot of people standing around waiting for tables, and it takes us a really long time to film, so we didn't want to like monopolize a section. So we decided to come out here. It's been drizzling. Hopefully the rain holds off, but let's dig into this hamburger. It looks amazing. The bread is nice and toasted. The burger is cooked perfectly. It is so juicy. There's just something about this being simple that leaves the meat to be the main event, and it is just so flavorful. I guess it's like the way they cook it on that vertical grill. It's so juicy, and like the little onion and tomato gives a little flavor that complements, but like I said, really leaves the burger to be the main event. And I like how the toast is so nice and thin. Again, just adds a little crunch without being too much. This is really good. Honestly, much better than I was expecting.
I've seen some reviews where people got burgers that didn't look like they were cooked all that well, but this is like the perfect medium rare. I feel like almost everyone who operates those vertical broilers has been here forever. I think they've got it down to a science. Also, just the way that they flip them over halfway through. The burgers on the bottom kind of get all the drippings from the top burgers, and then when they flip them, it's like vice versa, so they're all super juicy and flavorful. Wow, the epitome of like a simple backyard barbecue burger. And I think the fact that it's actually on white bread makes you taste the burger that much more, because the bread just like soaks up all those juices and you don't really taste it. It's not like a brioche that's very sweet and overpowering. I find it funny that everywhere in there are signs that say you can't ask for ketchup. And I think at one point, Heinz actually made an ad where they put a ketchup dispenser outside of Louis' Lunch. That's how iconic the no ketchup is here. But I don't even know why you'd need ketchup on this. It's so juicy on its own. Wow, that's really good.
It really is like the perfect backyard burger though. All right, now let's try this cheeseburger. Honestly, I think I like the regular hamburger better, because I feel like you almost taste a little bit more of like the smokiness from the grill. The cheese is more of the main flavor in the cheeseburger. It's really creamy, really delicious, but I don't know, I think I prefer the hamburger, which is surprising because I love cheese.
I don't know, I might be with you. I like the flavor of the cheese, but I don't think that it needs it. The burger on its own is just so juicy and flavorful. You taste a bit of that char from the grill. Honestly, it's less so than I was expecting, but it's really just like a juicy, flavorful burger. That is like most of what you're tasting with these, but surprisingly really good. These burgers were good. Like I said, you don't really get that Maillard, that char from these. I assumed those broilers would give them a smokier flavor, but the flavors were more on the simple side. Well seasoned, quality ground beef, and that's it. The toast is there just for some texture and to give you something to hold on to. You barely taste it, but in a good way. The tomato and onion add just enough freshness and sweetness to contrast that salty, savory burger patty. The cheese is a spreadable, sharp American, and I'm glad we tried it both ways because I thought it was a little overpowering. Without it, you have a simple but super satisfying burger. Louis' Lunch offers 2 options for sides with your burger, and they've had the same 2 sides for 100 years. Potato chips or potato salad, so we went with their potato salad. Let's give it a try. Tastes like mashed potatoes, honestly. It's buttery, pretty sweet, very well seasoned, super soft. All the food has been surprisingly excellent. I would not be disappointed if I came here from a long way, which we did, and had any of this.
I don't know, I kind of thought it was going to be overrated, but
This is good.
yeah, I'm excited to try it. It is more like mashed potatoes because the potatoes are so soft and like mushy, but it's got the potato salad flavor, which I love. To me, it kind of has like a deviled egg flavor, which I am not complaining about. This is delicious.
I actually prefer it over a traditional potato salad. It doesn't taste like there's like any mayo in this. Yeah, and it is warm actually.
Yeah, it's kind of warm. I don't know, it's different. It's like the mix between a potato salad and mashed potatoes.
It's right in the middle.
In the best way possible though, it's so good. You could see a little piece of egg in there. Wow, I'm loving this.
The last thing you can get at Louis' Lunch is dessert, and for dessert they just have pie, but they actually have key lime pie today, blueberry pie, and apple pie. And I believe they used to have coffee too, but they put some like black tape over the coffee, so I guess they're not doing coffee anymore. But we went with the key lime pie. I asked and they kind of debated on which one was the best, key lime or blueberry, but ultimately we went with the key lime, and it looks pretty darn good. There is a super thick crust on it, but it's so soft. Wow, that's good too.
So tart, it tastes so fresh and kind of more on the sweeter side compared to other key lime pies I've had, but I feel like you could tell that the crust is handmade, which is just delicious. It almost has like just a plain graham cracker taste to me.
I agree.
Which really complements the tartness of the key lime pie itself. I don't know, I really like it.
We made our way a couple blocks over to Yale University, and it is just beautiful here. It is such a nice place to walk around, but I've got to tell you about our lunch at Louie's Lunch. Honestly, it was so much better than I think either of us expected. You can't go into it thinking that it's gonna be the best burger you've ever had in your life, but it is just the quintessential barbecue hamburger done perfectly. Like, it's well seasoned. I definitely didn't even notice the difference between the white bread and like a brioche or something. I honestly think I might prefer the white bread just because it made the burger patty just that much more prominent. But also, if I was a student here, I'd probably be there all the time because it's pretty affordable and it's only like 2 blocks from campus. But let us know what you guys have thought of it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one.